The Xbox One, the new generation of Xbox. Yes, it's finally been announced, it's finally official. The new Xbox is called the Xbox One, and my name is Joe, and I'm about to give my thoughts and feelings about what happened. So this video is pretty much me expressing how I feel towards the Xbox One event, what I hope to see in the future, and basically what my feelings on the whole thing was. So Microsoft did not waste any time getting into their conference. They did not want to pull a PlayStation and not show their product, so they came out right out the gate and showed off their console, the new Kinect, and everything else that would be included with the Xbox. And they also chose to show off their controller, which to me looked a little bit big and clunky, but that was just my first initial thought. I haven't gone back and looked at it too much, but I'm sure Microsoft is going to build a perfectly good controller. They built one of the best controllers of all time for the 360, and I'm sure this is going to be great. And one of the first software aspects that Microsoft chose to show off on their Xbox One was how everything is instant. The Xbox turns on instantly, it loads up games instantly, and you can switch between all of your applications instantly. And while we're talking about applications, Microsoft also demonstrated how you can now use picture-in-picture kind of, so you can have your game playing and also have Internet Explorer, Internet Explorer, playing on the right hand or probably the left hand, probably anywhere you want it, side of the screen. They obviously have been working really hard on making sure multitasking is going to be a pretty big thing in the new Xbox. So now what you can do is you can have a game running and instantly switch to any other aspect of the Xbox. You can switch to music, video, and then the new thing, which I'm going to talk about, is the live TV. Microsoft has finally worked out a deal with most cable providers, and they finally worked out the technology to allow live TV on your Xbox. So now Xbox and your TV are going to be the same thing. They're going to be run through the same thing. And, I think that's a pretty good thing because now you can watch TV and be playing a game. I'd imagine so. They didn't confirm that, but I think that'd be a pretty good idea. And in terms of the inside of the Xbox, I was pretty impressed. It comes stock with 8 gigs of RAM, USB 3.0, which is great. Built-in Wi-Fi, thank God. Remember the Xbox, when the 360 first came out, you had to go and buy that $100 adapter. That's gone, thank heavens. There's a Blu-ray drive built in, which was kind of assumed. And then also, one thing I'm really happy about is that they said it was virtually silent, which, oh my gosh, I cannot be happier about that. Moving on to the demonstration of the games, Microsoft chose to open up with EA Sports and all they have to offer, FIFA, Madden, and the newly announced UFC. During this, they showed off some gameplay from the games. The gameplay looked really good, though it kind of looked like CGI. I can't be certain. They said it was in-game, so I guess I'd have to believe them. But I guess that's a good thing, right? If it's CGI, looks like it, that should mean that the game's going to look pretty good. They also threw in the fact that you can constantly record your gameplays, save screenshots, and edit them right in the Xbox, which, I feel like this is going to be a pretty popular thing on the next generation consoles, seeing how Sony did that same thing with the share button and everything you can do with that. Moving on to some of the new games, Forza 5 was announced and it was showed off. It looked great. Quantum Break, the game from Remedy that everyone thought they were bringing Alan Wake 2, but I guess they're just making Quantum Break. This looks like a pretty good game. It kind of looks about kind of like time and that kind of sort of thing, if you know what I'm saying. And one thing I was very happy about is that they said 8 new franchises were going to be released within a year of the Xbox release date. I feel really happy about that. All I want is new IPs, so hopefully they'll bring something to the table with that. And one of the more surprising things that happened, 343, instead of announcing Halo 5, actually announced a Halo TV series directed by Steven Spielberg. That should be coming to TV later this year, so I think that's a pretty good idea. Steven Spielberg, he's always made good movies, so I'd imagine that's going to go pretty well. And one of the last announcements made at the Xbox One event was that the Xbox One will be coming this year, probably for holiday. I don't think that's any surprise for anyone, seeing that the PlayStation 4 is coming this year and the Wii U's already out. So in order to avoid what happened to Sony in the last generation, they're also going to come out with their new console. And finally, Microsoft closed with the unveiling of Call of Duty Ghost, the new Call of Duty game, which I think a lot of people are pretty excited for. Looks pretty good, looks pretty original, doesn't look like a typical Call of Duty game. I'm hoping it's different. I, as a long-time player and, enjoyer of Call of Duty, I'm hoping for something fresh. The last couple Call of Duty games have kind of underperformed in my mind in terms of quality and, originality. But I'm hoping for this one will be better. It's Infinity Ward, it's about half of Infinity Ward, so, I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably buy it on the first day, we'll see what happens. All in all, I think Microsoft did a pretty good job. I really could have used for some more games. I was a little disappointed on how it was only an hour. I feel like they could have worked themselves, like 3 or 4 more games in there, showing off the quality and, the content that they have to offer. But other than that, that is all, guys. My name is Joe. If you guys liked it, give me a like. If you want to subscribe, I can't wait for E3 2013. Stay tuned. I'm going to be making some videos about that, maybe some anticipation, some ideas and my thoughts of what's going to happen for that. Pretty excited to see all the new consoles, except Nintendo. They're not coming. So until then, guys, or until the next time I talk to you, see you later. Bye.